What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk Hockey here, back again with another video. Today, we're going to be talking about a report that came out, seems like a week or two ago, but there's a little bit more smoke. There's a little bit more to talk about. I haven't given my opinion on it yet, and hopefully you guys are here to listen and to give me your opinion. In the comments, you guys know I love your feedback. So if you're new here, like and subscribe. Join the squad. I'd love to have you guys here. We're talking about more Maple Leafs trade news as we inch closer to that March 7th deadline. So again, like and subscribe. Hopefully you'll want to stick around, but let's get into some news about the Maple Leafs. And we're talking about Dylan Cozens. Now, we know that recently Kevin Weeks hasn't really been the most reliable. Sometimes he's putting out some stuff that is not necessarily as close as he may think it is. And again, I love Kevin Weeks, no disrespect, but he's been taking some flack on Twitter or X, however you want to call it. But Kevin Weeks talked about basically that Dylan Cozens could be available, okay? And he's a part of the Buffalo Sabres, as you guys know. The interest could be coming from Montreal, the Flames, the Leafs, and the Red Wings. I personally think the Canadiens and the Red Wings are the best fit for his services, but of course, as a Leaf fan, I would love to have him on the team. Now, he's 23 years old, and actually, I kind of want to get into some of his numbers here. It'd be a lot better to look at it here. 23 years old. This season, 26 points. He's got 10 goals and 16 assists. Not the scoring that we've seen from him in the last couple of years, but the Sabres are a mess once again. I feel bad for Buffalo fans, truly. Like, I'm not just saying that. Like, this team should be better than it is, and I think Cozens is probably better than what he's giving right now, but there might just be it might just be a deflated locker room, okay? I have no idea. I'm not in it, so I don't like to talk about that. But Cozens on a scoring team or a much deeper team probably is closer to that 15 to 18 goals already this season rather than the 10. Now, I know it's probably going to take a lot, and you're probably going to see a video before this one where I talk about a mammoth offer for Braden Shen, and people are going to probably think, oh, he's contradicting himself. This could be where the mammoth offer comes in, and the reason why I say that is because he's 23 years old, okay? And there's a lot more time for him to keep scoring rather than a 33-year-old Braden Shen. There's a huge difference there. Now, what kind of confuses me a little bit here is how the Maple Leafs and Sabres would want this deal to go down. I don't know. Let's just kind of check what people are saying here on the hockey news. But Toronto is in a good spot in the Atlantic Division, and the Brad Treliving has basically expressed his desire to acquire a center with term rather than short-term rental, obviously making Cozens a guy that would make sense. And here's a quote here coming from whoever wrote this article. Actually, we should probably give a little bit more credit. Evan Dorfler, again, no disrespect, just don't want to botch your name. If there's one center out there that fits reliable on both sides of the puck, certainly somebody that can add offense, all those types of things, what you want, and sometimes what's available are two different things. So we'll keep looking. So this is him talking. That's why this is an odd quote. This is Treliving talking here, referencing the team's center depth. But basically, he's just looking for a little bit of everything. He wants a guy that can play on both sides of the puck. And Dylan Cozens is a guy, 6'3", power forward type of guy. He's got a lot of ice time, okay? He's playing like 18 minutes a game or just under. But if we look at him, again, 23 years old, he's in year 2 of a 7-year deal, which is where, like, again, 23 years old and he's got, 5 years left on his deal. You're probably going to be paying a lot. But that $7.1 million cap hit is where the problem could come in. And look, the Maple Leafs will have extra money next season, especially if they look at something like this and go, okay, well, we could trade for Cozens, and then Tavares or Marner leaves, maybe both leave. There's a cap hit that replaces a John Tavares. He's much younger. He's not going to score at the same clip, but at least we've acquired a young centerman that can play in our top 6 until maybe we get another guy that could, push him down a little bit. But look, this would be hard for the Maple Leafs to pull off. The assets going Buffalo's way would be significant, and I don't think Maple Leaf fans want that to happen. I'm I'm high on Easton Cowan. I'm high on Fraser Minton. But if the right trade came along, obviously I would listen if I was a GM. Cozens is not a guy I'm not sure that the Maple Leafs would be comfortable on giving up on one of those big name prospects for, because it's Buffalo. And if those guys pan out and they play for the Sabres, you kind of are like shooting yourself in the foot a little bit, like, hey, like maybe we shouldn't have traded within our division, maybe we shouldn't have traded with this team. But the Leafs would essentially have to probably eliminate somebody like Max Domi, which it doesn't seem like Austin Matthews would want. I think he likes playing with him, and I think the Leafs are trying that out again. You'd probably have to look at a David Kampf trade as well, and like probably both of them, because you need to clear out a lot of money. The Maple Leafs are using LTIR right now. They don't have a ton of cap space. I think it's going to be around $3 million. You can't fit 7.1 in there without making a pretty huge adjustment to your roster. And the Leafs can't really afford to do that right now. And no team, especially Buffalo, is going to eat some of this contract with 5 years left on it, especially with a team that's right there in your division. So it's going to be difficult unless you get a third team involved. But even that, who's going to eat money for 5 years? I don't think anybody would. Stranger things have happened, but getting this guy who's not going to be a UFA until he's 29, and if, you know, with a better team, he can find his scoring touch a little bit more, like former first-round pick. Like, this guy is a fantastic hockey player, 7th overall in 2019. The Leafs need to find gems like this, but the price of, you know, acquiring somebody like him and the price it would take for them to like probably eliminate contracts on their roster, it might not add up. It might not work. Again, huge contract for Dylan Cozens. I just don't know how the Leafs squeeze it in. And I just want to make sure I'm getting everything from this article. Again, yeah, see at the bottom of the article, Hockey News is stating that the Leafs will have $3.8 million in cap space, not including a handful of players that are on LTIR. But again, Anthony Stolarz is already back, so that money comes back out. So again, the Leafs don't have a ton of money to work with, and acquiring a guy that's over $7 million per season, he is a centerman, he does score, he is young, he's got term. There's a lot to like about this player, but can the Maple Leafs pull it off? And that's where I go to you guys. If you're new here, like, subscribe, comment your thoughts down below. Okay, I know a lot of people watch these videos, they aren't subscribed, they don't comment. I would love to interact with you guys, so please do so. I'm working on a lot of big things here. I'm kind of finding my groove on when I'm going to be able to film some stuff, so please stick around. I'd love to have you guys here. And yeah, comment down below. Dylan Cozens, could the Maple Leafs pull it off? Does it make a lot of sense? I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Peace.